Hey guys, today I want to show you a fusion drawing and we're going to output that and actually print it out as an actual 2D printout that we can then take into the woodwork room, and we're going to actually make this as a little practical exercise. So let's get stuck into it. So firstly, let's get into creating a new component. So first thing we're going to do is create a new component and we'll call it part 1. And we'll go OK, and then we're going to create a new sketch on this plane. Now, what I'm going to do, we'll first of all just run around quickly and just get our overall shape of what we think it's going to look like, and then we can go from there and scale it and do whatever we need to do to fix that up. So go down here, I'm just going to zoom in on that spot there. So we can use the smart guys by like finding it and locating a spot. I'm going to zoom back out. And we're just going around quite quickly. I'm not too fussed about the overall dimensions yet, but I am going to use smart guys to get some of our parts in there. So I'll just go down and some of our lines in roughly. And so we're using smart guys to do this. We'll go across to here, and I'm going to go down to here because we're going to do a splay joint, which is a type of woodworking joint. Okay, so we've got our first sort of base shape here. Then what I want to do, I'm going to look at the overall size of this and we can scale it to figure out if it's too big. So at the moment it's 30.66 millimeters, but I actually do want to just have it only 19 millimeters or 18 millimeters high. So I can modify that and we can scale it. So I'm going to click a point which is down there, and let's just scale this down a little bit. Down to about halfway, I suppose. Okay, now let's zoom in on that and start to dimension some of these. Okay, so I'm going to press the letter D, and let's first of all we want to get this dimension right. So that is, we want to make that 18. And I'm quickly going to do some of these here. Now we're going to use some constraints on this, so I'll show you how to use that tool as well. So this one here is definitely got to be 18 millimeters wide, and we'll make this here 9 millimeters. Okay, and then you want to make this one here about 18 as well. Okay, and the overall size here from here to here, you want to make about 80. Okay, and then, okay, so we've got some dimensions in there which we kind of need. Let's make this one like, so 10. Okay. Now, we're going to use constraints here, so let's just use the collinear constraint. So we've got some black lines here which actually indicate their constrained dimensions. They've actually been they've been worked pretty well, so they've got a length and they're constrained. So we're going to collinear these two lines together, and we'll do click on those two. We'll collinear this one up to that one, and we'll make this one go to there. Okay, and then that's actually looking pretty good. Okay, the other thing we want to do is dimension this line here. So we'll make that 6 millimeters there, and this one 6 millimeters here. Okay, and then we'll change this angle. Let's make this angle here, click on, and we'll make that 120 degrees. Okay, and then cancel that. And then we're going to press the letter D again, and we'll dimension that. And let's make that, say, a 15. So we have our first sort of shape there. So we'll finish that. And we're going to extrude that out. Let's extrude that by, we'll drag that out now. So let's make that about 18 millimeters. And that's our first part. Okay, so then what we do, we're going to go back up to the main drawing here, click on that, and we're going to create a new component, and we'll call that part 2. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to create a new sketch on this plane or this face. And I'm just going to draw a box here from there to there. Finish that sketch, and we're going to extrude that out. So that one, and that one. and we're going to extrude it out 2 sides. So first face we're going to drag, first face will drag out to that face there, and then the second face, let's drag that out, say 35 millimeters, 40 millimeters. It's okay. So now we have our 2 parts. I'll just jump back up into this top one again. So, but at the moment, they're actually, if I turn part 1 off, it's still a box, isn't it? So now what I'll show you, how can we combine these so we can actually easily do this. I'll show you a quick shortcut. So we'll go into the combine tool, and our target will be this shape here because we're going to cut that. And this is our tool body, is this one here. And we're going to keep the tools and we're going to use the cut, and we'll go cut. So now what we have, if I turn that part 1 off, it's now created that for us. So effectively, this is what we're going to be making, and then we are going to put this into a drawing now. So I'm going to file and save that. So let's save that as drawing U9 wood drawing, and I'll save that. Now, the next thing I want you guys to do, we're going to do a design. We're going to go to drawing from design. Now, I've actually got a template already made here, so I'm going to share this PLC drawing template with you. So I'll go ahead and actually make an assembly out of that. So this is what we can do now. So we're going to make this drawing and we're going to print it out by the end of the period. So first of all, we want to place in, actually what we're going to do, we're going to cancel that. We're going to create a new base view of, we want to do a model. No, we want to go in, I'm going to cancel that. We want to do only certain parts. Okay, oh yes. So if we bring in our create base view and we'll drop that in there, we'll bring both parts in, but we only really want to do one part at the moment, and we're going to make it into a shaded view, or even, sorry, a visible hidden view. Go OK. So that will bring that in. So we can actually turn off the parts. So you can sort of see what we're doing here. Then let's create a projected view from that. So we'll do a top view, a side view, and a isometric view, and we'll go like that. This one here we can change by going into edit view, and then we'll change that to a shaded view so we know what we're looking at. Now, what we can now do, we can actually go in and actually change some of these dimensions here. So, or like add dimensions. So we can actually auto dimension. Yeah, so let's have a look at auto dimension. So I'll hit auto dimension, and it'll actually put some dimensions in there for you. This is actually using the AI tool, which is kind of good. So 3 of 3 dimensions. Have a look at some of those. Okay, not liking this one. I like these. This sort of drawing is actually pretty good. Baseline dimensions. Okay, and then let's click on that. Okay, and then have a look at some of these. I think that one works best for us. So we'll do that one there. So let's give us some dimensions there. Okay, and then we want to add some more dimensions on, so we can actually add in a few more dimensions to help us when we're in the woodwork room. So I'm going to just click on that and it'll tell us overall. We have our total length here, but some of these other dimensions we kind of need. So from that one to that one we kind of need. From there to there we need. It's not displayed down the bottom here on this one. And we know the width of that. We have this 15 is displayed here, which is good. Yeah, so knowing that, we can pretty much get all of our drawing built on that. Now, okay, so I'll click OK. We can actually do add another drawing sheet in there if we want, and then we can actually go into each individual part. So let's put in a base view here, and then we'll do front view, and we are going to change some of this. So we'll go OK, and we'll turn off one of those, and then let's create a base view again, and I'll put that on there, and then let's go into changing. Okay, go OK, and then I want to turn off that. No, the second one. So we have part 2, and what we can do is here, we can see at the moment only a box. So let's do the hidden detail line so we can see that there's a line through that. And close that. Now let's project some of these views up. So we've got that one projects up to there, and we can do that. And then this one we can project some views from here up, there, around there. Okay, and that gives us an overall view of what we're making. So then we'll export that as a PDF. So I'm going to save that, and save that as and then we'll export it out. We can also dimension some of these. I'll just hit auto dimension on this one here. And we'll go down to the one we like. It's pretty good. Okay, and I'll go auto dimension again. Oops, sorry, clicking on dimension. It doesn't give us the internal widths there, so let's just do from that point to that point, and that point to that point. Okay, that's okay. All right, so let's export that. All sheets, and we'll actually export as open the PDF all sheets. And then we can open up the PDF drawing from that, which we can then print out. Okay, let's do that as a practical exercise today. Thank you for watching.